The president's choice of cars is supposed to portray class, ease, and luxury, yet an essential feature is that it must provide as much safety as possible. Because of this, the cars must be custom-made to incorporate all the needed details and modifications. Today, we'll explore one of the cars in the presidential fleet, the Beast, an armored limousine nicknamed after its size and weight. Why is it called the Beast? Think of a moving work of art that's both a beautiful car, but also fitted with features of a mini armored tank. And what you get is the armored Cadillac limousine, now popularly referred to as the Beast. The full specifications are unknown due to security reasons and the top secrecy of the United States Secret Service. However, I've been able to gather some information over time, and what we currently know is mind-blowing. Let's look at 8 powerful features of this beast. Number 1. The chassis. The beautiful, shiny black exterior of this car masks its military-grade abilities. It is a case of bulletproof fittings taken to the highest level possible. The chassis consists of a combination of different materials, including ceramic, aluminum, glass, and steel. These include 8-inch thick military-grade armored plates, bulletproof glass, and fenders. This mighty fortification means the car can withstand multiple direct assaults. Also, in the event of bombs going off within its vicinity, there are reinforced steel pores that can cushion the impact of an explosion. Number 2. The tires. They are larger than the wheels of a regular car, but this is no regular car, and these are no regular tires. You know how you puncture a tire and have to make a stop to change it? The president's entourage cannot afford the luxury of that time and risk, so these tires are reinforced to be shred and puncture resistant. And even if they do get struck by something, they can continue to travel for hours at optimum speed. Their steel rims give extra strength and protection, while also giving off some nice aesthetics. Number 3. The interior. Stepping into the Beast will usher you into a luxurious and spacious enclave. Yet this car's interior is beyond legroom, fine leather, cloth, and wood. It is divided into 2 major compartments, the driver's side and the passenger's side. This partitioning is done with a glass sheet and provides much-needed privacy and protection in the event of emergencies. There are 2 rows of seats in the passenger section, with the president's seat on the front row. Right beside it is another seat for a special guest. These 2 seats are partitioned with a foldable desk. The row behind the president can accommodate about 3 to 4 people on a bench, facing the rear side of the vehicle. Number 4. Medical supplies. This car is a moving ambulance. In case you're guessing why, all you need to know is that the Secret Service always stays prepared for emergencies. Aside from traveling with an entourage that includes medical personnel, this armored vehicle also contains a compartment for medical supplies. This includes medical tools, materials, and equipment, including the president's blood type, stored in a refrigerated compartment. Now that's insane. This ensures that in the event of a need for an emergency transfusion, it can be carried out in a matter of seconds to minutes. What's more, oxygen tanks. Aside from a situation where an occupant of the vehicle is in critical need of it, you'll learn another reason why they're needed in this next point. Number 5. The door. First, this door is most likely different from any other one you've seen on a regular limousine. It is a heavy, 8-inch thick door that can withstand the direct impact of bullets or even explosives. The doors are specially built to allow the car's compartment to be sealed to block out pathogens and dangerous chemicals. You might have already seen scenes in a movie where a sinister agent releases harmful chemicals in a public place. This is a chemical attack or warfare, and in the event of this, the cabin is sealed, and the occupants can fall back on the oxygen tanks on board the vehicle. Another interesting component is the door handles. Who knew that these seemingly minute things could be given the ability to deliver as much as 100 volts of electricity at the press of a button? If any intruder or enemy tries to open the Beast, he's in for the greatest shock of his life. The handles are also shaped in a way that makes them easy to grab and open in a short time. Number 6. Communication software. Sometimes the president may need to tackle a very important situation impromptu or hold strategic meetings while on his journey. So this vehicle is fitted with an encrypted satellite phone and secure video conference software to make communication possible, efficient, and secure. There's also a panic button within the president's reach, which alerts top security agencies to swing into action in the event of a possible threat or emergency. Number 7. Engine. This car has the engine of a truck. It seems to be fitted with the same high-grade engines used by the the rugged, heavy-duty vehicles produced by General Motors. This makes this car a true beast, camouflaged by an aesthetic exterior. It also uses diesel, which is an excellent choice due to its availability, low volatility, and easy maintenance. Diesel is less likely to explode in the event of leakage compared to regular gasoline. However, even the possibility of catching fire has been catered for, as you will see shortly. Number 8. The fuel tank. A sort of foamy enclosure is used to create some cushioning around the tank. This ensures that even if its armor plating is punctured, there will be no leakages that can lead to an explosion. And in the event of an explosion, there are firefighters on board. Yes, you heard that right. More on that soon. Additional security features. An onboard fire suppression system with fitted fire extinguishers that go off immediately if there's the slightest hint of a fire in the fuel compartment. Tear gas launchers to scare away an imposing or potentially dangerous crowd. Grenade launchers and loaded shotguns. A smoke screen to hide the vehicles and facilitate quick maneuvering and escape. Bulletproof truck bed with armored plates underneath the vehicle to protect from bombs and grenades. No window can be wound down, except the one on the driver's side, which winds down to a maximum of just 3 inches to communicate with security officials when necessary. 9 cameras on the bonnet, with top-tier night vision. A jet that sprays oil on the road from behind to make it slippery for any car chasing the beast. Whew, how did we get to this point? And are all these protections necessary? What inspired the production of the beast? It would help if I summoned the guts to approach the SSS for a more direct answer to that question. However, I went down memory lane to show the evolution of presidential cars, starting from the 27th President of the United States, William Howard Taft. Let's get into it. The evolution of presidential cars in the United States. The beginning. William Howard Taft succeeded Theodore Roosevelt in 1908 and was the one who changed the White House stable to a garage, kickstarting the presidential automobile history. After that, he bought 4 luxurious cars, his favorite being a white motor steam car that could release a burst of steam that protected him from the public eye. 24 years later, in 1936, Franklin D. Roosevelt purchased a Phantom Coupe, and in 1939, he got another car, a Lincoln Motor Company V12 convertible. This turned out to be the first car custom-built to the specifications listed by the SSS. The convertible was fitted with armor, bulletproof glass, and a compartment for submachine guns. This was just the beginning of armored cars in the presidential fleet. However, it was later called the Sunshine Special because the roof was left open, and the president could peep through to wave at a crowd from time to time. At this point, no one had envisioned that something terrible would happen in the future, and it would completely change the outlook of presidential cars, eliminating open rooftop tours and low glass windows that made the president visible from the outside. In 1961, when John F. Kennedy became president, he got a car leased by the Ford Motor Company. It was then modified to include a siren, medical emergency kit, radio phones, and retractable standing platforms for SSS agents, complete with handles to hold on to. However, it also had the low glass windows of the Sunshine Special, and in a sad turn of events in 1963, it was past these same windows that Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, was assassinated while riding in the car. He was shot fatally and pronounced dead barely 30 minutes after.
The President was hit in the head. Just a moment, we have a bulletin coming in. It's official now. The President is dead.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m.
After the assassination, the car was tagged Death Car. Where is it today? Is it in a museum or the garage of a wealthy collector? Let's look into this. What happened to the Death Car? Following the assassination, there was a massive collaboration between the Secret Service, Hess and Eisenhart, Ford Engineers, PPG Industries, and the United States Army Materials and Mechanic Research Center to destroy car parts and refurbish the limousine. This total overhaul produced a vehicle that became a presidential favorite in the years after it was finished. It received the following features: a powerful engine and transmission system, puncture-resistant tires made with aluminum and specially coated with rubber, a padded fuel tank to prevent leakage and fire outbreak, telecommunications equipment, glass windows resistant to bullets, titanium armor. It was called the X100 and was used by multiple presidents until 1977, when it ceased to be used. The Henry Ford Museum now houses it. Fast forward to 2001. During the tenure of George W. Bush, Bush, the SSS faced a challenge due to two major issues. One, Cadillac had ceased to produce cars worthy of use as presidential limousines. Two, the modifications requested by the Secret Service had overwhelmed the previous presidential cars, leading to brakes with short lifespans and epileptic transmissions. So the Research and Development Unit of General Motors took up the incredible task of creating a car that would meet up with security standards. It was called the Cadillac DeVille, with features like run-flat tires and sealed passenger compartments. It was from this car that the nickname Beast began to be used for the president's car, as it was longer than regular cars and much heavier. Barack Obama, United States' 44th president, also used a modified Cadillac with improved bulletproof glass, tear gas cannons, pump-action shotguns, 8-inch doors, and other security features. It was also a beast, the current Beast. Barack Obama commissioned today's Beast in 2014, but it took over 4 years to be put together. Its first official ride was in September 2018, when Donald Trump rode in it to the New York headquarters of the United Nations. It was the product of collaborations between several top-tier companies and intellectual individuals, ranging from engineering to interiors and military intelligence. Joe Biden, the current president of the United States, continues to use the Beast, which continually gets modifications. One occurrence which has seemed strange to people over the years is that the motorcade often seems to have more than one Beast. This is not an optical illusion. It is believed that the president's convoy has multiple cars that resemble the Cadillac one to make it difficult to decide which one the president is being conveyed with. For instance, at Joe Biden's inauguration, there were 7 Beasts. You're probably wondering what happens if one of the fake Beasts gets attacked. We don't know if the replicas are fitted with the same security features. We can only wonder, as some vital information is best kept top secret. Cost and affordability. It is not certain how much this car machinery costs, as that is also kept secret, but it is estimated to be worth between $1 million to $1.5 million. Unfortunately, even the wealthiest people do not have the privilege of owning the Beast. You can't just walk into a Cadillac workshop and spray billions of dollars around to request for this car to be made. It is for the presidency only, and rightly so. In the comment section,